Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our College Football 27 series with the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks as we make our way into the FBS realm. We've got a good episode for y'all today, starting out against Troy, our fellow Sunbelt Conference opponent, looking to continue our winning streak and keep the positive vibes alive for us here. 5-2 on the season, 2-0 in conference play, looking to extend that streak. So on that note, everybody, I do just got to say welcome back to the channel for those of you returning, and welcome if you are new here to Champ and Sons and all of our college football content. Now, before we jump into the game against Troy, let's take a look at what we've got with recruiting. We've made a lot of headway. We're getting a lot of verbal commits, which are inevitably turning over to hard commits. We got Juan Lareyo, our quarterback. That's one of the top guys we are looking to get here in this recruiting cycle. So I think we're pretty solid. Some of these other guys for defensive tackle, Azuma. We're looking to try to seal some of these guys up. Now we're down into the top three. We're number one, which is kind of good. But I want to also try to build with some other guys that we can maybe become star players. So I did look at some 3 stars. As we know, Oscar Obi coming on the offensive line is going to be one of them. Stead being on the defensive side as a speed rusher coming off the edge. And Boger as well. Now, we've worked our way up into first for Obi instead, still trying to extend that out to Boger. But it's one of those, you try what you can and hopefully it comes through. But there's going to be a lot of competition, I have a feeling, to steal up some of these guys. Now, this recruiting was done before all the patch stuff, so keep that in mind. But, being a small school makes it hard enough anyways. So let's get ready and let's jump into this first game here up against Troy. Now, this is a big one. We're 5-2 on the season. They are 5-3. We're going to try to get this thing going to where we can get some movement, get some points on the board, and make some positive things happen. Scott Roper, our senior leader behind the offensive line there, as he drops off that first pass for just about 5 yards. Going to make it 2nd and 5 now. Roper in the shotgun has the snap. He's going to hand it off to Leo Marshall up the middle. He's got space on the 50. He's at the 40 down the left side, giving chase, stiff arming the defender, pushed out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Leo Marshall getting his shot today as he really needed that one. He has come through big time, filling in for us. It's his opportunity, though, right? So this is really where we need him to step up. He's going to be our starting running back for a while, having to come off the bench due to injury. And so now he needs to supplant his space. This is his time, his moment. And he's taken full advantage of it right there with that run, breaking a big out into the open, setting us up inside the red zone here with an opportunity to take the lead. 1st and 10 now from the shotgun, 4 wide set. Graves in the backfield this time. Roper has the snap. He's going to hand it off. Graves going off right side, and he cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 12-yard line there. Short little gain on 1st down. So 2nd and 7 is where we sit here as we come out in a shotgun. Going to stick with the 4 wide setup. Graves is still in the backfield. Marshall needing a break. Has the snap, play action, fires over the middle, hits Hoffrichter, who's going to take that in. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hoffrichter coming across the middle. He's got the speed that we need, and he's going to punch that one in. He's a very incredibly vital part of this offense and has really filled his role exactly as we needed him to. And he's been one of our top targets for Roper, and he's come through more often than not. So he's going to punch that one in, give us the first points of this ball game, and that's going to give us the lead. So here comes the Troy Trojans right back. The home of DeMarcus Ware. As they hand that one off, and he's up the gut. He's got nothing but space in front of him. That's disconcerting as we give chase at the 5, pushes him out at the 2-yard line. Holy Lord, just coming up from the far side of the field. That is some hellacious pursuit, but now they're only 1.5 yards away. And the way our defense is shaping up right now after that run, I'd be shocked if it's more than one play. And nope, it is just the one play as he goes flying across the goal line on the dive. And that's going to punch them into the end zone. And this game is tied up. That is not what I wanted to see at all, to say the least. At all. So, all right. There they go in. Now let's come back out here. And a little later in the first quarter, Troy with possession once again. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. They drop back, fire that one off to the right side. It's going to be wide open, and they're going to just walk that one in. Not the greatest defense in the world, but you could see how far behind we were running. They go in a streak pattern. We couldn't keep up. Just burned us in the foot race. So this is going to be a little tougher game. Definitely a little tougher, to say the least. Fires, just look at that. Just 5 yards back. We are 5 yards behind him on that one. Not even close. Ooh, this is going to be a little rough. Little rough indeed. As here we finally made it to the start of the second quarter. Troy with possession once again. They've got a snap in hand, fires it deep over the middle, and he's got space out in front. Oh, good. We finally drag him down from behind. Goose Crowder, the quarterback for the Trojans. Old GC fired that one over. He's having a hell of an afternoon so far, and why not? Everybody's wide open. But on that one, we come off the edge. What a play by Russ O'Neal to come flying off that edge and bring them down behind the line. 2nd and 13. That's the kind of defensive play that can spark something. And we just need it to do it again. That's all I'm saying. 2nd and 13 from the shotgun. Goose has his man in motion. Hands it off up the middle, and they're going to fumble it, and the Goose is cooked on that drive as we recover. And we're going to pick that one up and end their drive with no points. Well done by this defense to force the turnover. And that's going to give us a chance to tie this thing back up after falling behind there in the first quarter. Jeremiah McLean, he will get the scoop on it. That one was really blasted out from just a hard hit. Here we come following the fumble, trying to come right back at him. Roper in the shotgun has the snap. Play action, pressure comes, fires it to the left side, and he's going to hit TK on the left side there. And that's going to get brought down for a first down at the 27-yard line. Roper's 14 of 18 on the day, but not the most yards in the world. Just need to avoid the turnovers. That's the big thing we need to avoid. 1st and 10, hands off Graves going right. Big hole opens up. He's got space in front of him. 10, 5, chasing him down, and they're going to stop him at the 1-yard line. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's disappointing. Brought down at the 1, 3 feet away from tying this game up here. And that was a good run by Graves. I'm glad to see him stepping up as well. Our backfield kind of filling in for each other when they need to. So 1st and goal, 3 feet away from a tie ball game, 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Power formation. Under center, Roper has the snap, hands it off to Marshall, and he's blasted. Our center was on his back. What do you expect? Center's on the back. Marshall loses about 3 yards. That's great. Here we come out once again. Roper under center, power formation, has a snap, play action to Marshall, drops that one off for Mock. He walks it in. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The fullback being wide open. We don't use him very often, but I'm glad we've got him because he come through on that one for us, and this is a tie ball game. No one paid attention to him, so he's wide open, easy pitch and catch. Now here come the Trojans on their ensuing drive. They've crossed midfield. They are at the 40-yard line on the plus side, firing it right over the middle, and that one is going to be dropped right there, and that one will end up resulting in a 2nd and 10. So here we come out on defense, facing down a 4-wide set. Looks like trips to the right side. As the snap, quick throw out to the right, hits his receiver, and he's going to be brought down behind the line. He may have burned us earlier and have 150 yards on the day, but damn it, at least he doesn't have 160 because he just lost 2 on that one. So 3rd and 12 for this Trojan offense. In the shotgun, Goose has got the snap, fires it to the right, hits his receiver, who's wide open. Oh, my goodness. Right there, wide open. Mr. Dortch for the Trojans gets his second catch of the day. Catch it at the yard line, at the line to go. And then steps out. That's great. Good job. Good defense. As Goose drops back, pressure comes, being chased, and he's going to be sacked. Brought down by Brandenburg as he rolled out to the right. Nowhere to go for him. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 20. That's exactly what we needed. We're starting to make some plays. We just have to tie them together for a single 3-play segment. That's what we need to do. We just haven't done it yet. We're getting there, though. We are definitely getting there, to say the least. So that's Brandenburg's first sack of the game. In fact, it's his first tackle of the game, too. Must say so myself. 2nd and 20 now from all the way back at the 36-yard line. Has the snap. Goose stands over the defense. Blitz comes. He hits his... Is that his tight end coming across the field? Yes, he hits like his tight end. Wide open. Picks up 14 yards. Now it's 3rd and manageable. This is ridiculous. 3rd and 6 from the 22. Goose claps. Has the snap back. Clean pocket. Rolls to his right. Fires over the middle, and that's going to be caught. Oh, he hits his own TK, and that's a 1st and goal. All right, guys. Clock is ticking down here in the first half. Coming up on the 2-minute timeout. Handoff up the middle. Cuts right. Nowhere really to go. Brandenburg there on the stop. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in this one. Tie ball game, though. So good game so far. We just really need to figure a way to stop this dang offense. They have 230 passing yards right now. Goose is the one cooking us, to say the least. So now on for 2nd and goal, up the middle. They're going to punch that one in, and that's going to be touchdown Troy. As they're going to take the lead once again here. Closing part of the first half. Just after coming out of the 2-minute timeout, Gavin Griffin punches that one in. I mean, at least we delivered a shot, right? So at least we did that. So now here we come right back at him, facing a 3rd and 8. Drop back to pass, fires over the middle as we hit Leo Marshall coming forward, and he's going to be stopped shy of the yard to gain. So 3rd and 8 to 4th and inches. But guess what, folks? We're not stopping their offense right now. We need points. So here we come out. We're going to go for it. 4th and inches from our own 44 here with less than a minute to go in the second. Blitz comes, and he tries to get the pass off, but he's sacked. Horrible play call. This could be one of the biggest coaching blunders in the history of EA's college football. And I can definitely say one of the biggest blunders in the history of this whole channel, to be honest with you. As Troy takes over possession at the 35, hands up the middle, and breaks about 3 tackles before finally being brought down. And why not? Griffin now gotten 113 yards on the day. As the time is ticking away, 2019, 18 seconds left in the first half. Play action, and he's blasted. At least he threw that one away. Whew, we almost fell for that, Reed, but thankfully we didn't. We're able to put it on them. Now 2nd and 10, 14 seconds remaining. Troy does have 1 timeout, though. The drop back, no pressure at all over the middle, and that's caught for a touchdown. This went from a 7-point ball game to them doubling us up. About to be 28 to frickin' 14 here. That is not how you want to end the... I really didn't anticipate a 3rd and inches to go that way. I was hoping Roper could have gotten the pass off, but man, instead he gets sacked. And that leads us down by 28. So, let's try for a miracle here. Hand off to Marshall up the middle. He's going to be hit and brought down. And the time is ticking away. We'll call timeout with 1 second left because you know what? Why the hell not? 28-14. Might as well give it a old Hail Mary shot, to say the least. That's what you would think, right? That's exactly what you want to believe. That's what I want you to believe. But no, I think let's hit them with the draw. Why the hell not? Give them plenty of time to back off. Maybe we can break something out. I mean, it's worth a shot. If not, it's stat padding. So time ticks away. Hand off the draw play. And Marshall's got space in front of him. It's a race to the sideline, and he's going to get there. 10-5. Marshall at the end of the half strikes a big one. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Leo Marshall gets us right back into this. We ran the draw play just figuring, hey, maybe he picks up 15, 20 yards. And, you know what? Great for his stats. Or maybe he does break one out in the open. And why not? Because the whole defense is dropped back, spread all over the field. They're in a prevent to win defense, so let's try to take advantage. And my goodness, are we ever able to? Leo Marshall busts that one out in the open. And this goes from a 2-score right back down to a 1-score ball game. That is exactly what we need from this, folks. All right, let's take a look. 28-21 here at the end of the half. Okay, so it's not as good as we wanted, obviously, because we'd prefer the lead. But it's also not as bad as it could have been. Let's be real. It was 28. It could be. It could be 28-14. But it's just one of those things that we made some mistakes. We'll fix them. Texas Tech holding on in Lubbock in the first half, 10-6 over Arizona. In their Big 12 matchup going down in West Texas. Purdue beats number 13 Penn State. Georgia takes out Florida. That's pretty standard for how things are going right now, I would say. Except for the Purdue beating Penn State, let's be real. But you never know. You never know. Now, right now, let's focus back on our game. We trail 21-28. We have to get out to a fast start, right, in the second half. That's just one of those things. Marshall, with this run, gave us the opportunity, one, to really be in position to at least tie the game. But it doesn't really matter what happens if we don't come out in a fast pace. Now, that one gave us almost 200 yards rushing on the game. Troy has 110 yards on the ground and 12 carries with the 2 touchdowns in the first half. They're doing just fine. Seems like in all aspects of the game. Downside for us is Troy's going to start out with the ball here in their opening possession of the second half, and they fire that one off to the left side and pick up a few yards. Crowder, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns on 16 of 20 passing. That's ridiculous. 80% passing. Why the hell not, right? So 2nd and 7. Standing in the shotgun, has the snap. No pressure whatsoever. Steps up, hits his running back, and he's going to take off. No pressure from our defensive line. And 1, you're not going to cover guys for that long. 2, a linebacker against a running back just isn't going to work. And they are going to take full advantage of that crap every single time. And my golly, did they ever on that one. Gavin Griffin got that extra step, and they delivered. Crowder fired it over him. And, good effort, I guess, taking out your own defender. Gave the guy a shove. He didn't fall down, so we took out our own teammate. That's how you want to roll around here. Now in our ensuing drive, facing a 3rd and 9. Trying to stick tight with him, firing it deep down the left side. That's going to be caught by TK. He went up for it and comes down with it beautifully. TK all the way down to the 18-yard line. We're not done yet, folks. We are not done. Lots of football left to be played in this one, that's for sure. Scott Roper fired it down. Give your playmaker a chance. That's all you can do. Still not the greatest pass in the world, and if he had put on a better pass, you're talking about something that probably could have been a touchdown. Probably definitely could have been. Probably definitely could have. Probably definitely could have was a touchdown that we would have had right there if a better throw. All right. Oh, well, that's in the past now. 1st and 10. Got to have the memory of a goldfish. Roper has the snap, fires it over to Trammer, who's brought down after a gain of 1. That route alone should give you 3 yards. He's not coming back to catch the ball. Minimum, that's like a 3-yard play. But any crossing pattern or pattern like that, it's just he automatically somehow comes back. So only 1 yard. This time we hand it off to Graves, who Marshall, I guess, got a little dinged up here earlier in the second half. And he's come out for a little bit. Got to watch the wear and tear. That's the big thing. Wear and tear is a big deal, especially for the running backs. Now, 3rd and 1. Roper has the snap. Blitz comes. He's going to hit Montgomery, who's going to walk it in. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Montgomery, our backup tight end, coming across the field. You know, it's just kind of like with Mock earlier from the goal line. You know, they just seem to forget about these guys because we don't ever really utilize them except for, outside of them running around. They don't really get a whole lot of throws, uh, which, it works for us because they're left wide open in these moments, and we're able to punch that one in. So now we're back to a one-score ball game. Troy trying to take advantage of their next offensive possession. And why wouldn't they? Fired over the middle, bounces off one tackler before we bring him down. My goodness. Wide open, too. At least we're not too close to them. I don't want us to be too close where they get nervous when it comes to catching the ball. So 1st and 10, and there's another one. We were a little closer that time, and they still caught it. McKee really, I would say McKee didn't have the greatest coverage on that play, but it also wasn't the worst. And they're just going to fire that one over because why the hell not? And that's going to put him right back on Mojo Dortch. That's a wicked name. But they're going to get right back on top by 2 scores thanks to old Mojo. And, really, this game would be pretty much like that. We would never get over the 40-point threshold, never become a real threat to them. They win by 2 scores, 49-35. Our defense is struggling, to say the least. And that's the least I could say, actually, about the defense. We got a lot of holes. But we knew that coming into this, right? We knew that this was going to be a tough season, especially defensively. Now, hopefully with guys like Glenn Brazil, it makes it a little bit easier as we're getting these guys to start committing over to us. I just need Obi to do it. I don't know what his holdup is, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. So, Obi, we're still number 1 on his, but we've got ourselves a couple other commits, which that's good to see. So let's take a look at this recruiting that we've got going on. I do have 85 hours available. I wonder how much more I can put into some of that. All right, so some of these guys that we've already got the hard sell on, yeah, I can put in the 10 additional points or hours, what have you. I just don't know if it's truly worth it at this stage. All right, let's focus. LaMichael Boger. We're number 1. We've got the we got the 50 hours on him. Can't really do the hard sell just yet. Obi is top 3. We've got a hard sell for him. And instead, we're not able to do a hard sell just yet. I think we'll be able to after this next week. What I am going to go ahead and do for him, though, is let me remove these so we can go ahead and send the house at him. And if we can send the house, that'll maybe get him a little bit more convinced to join up, to give us a commitment and kind of allow us to, at that point, go recruit others. But, it is what it is. Jamal Azuma, we add on the other 10 points. I've always thought about how much is that really worth. I guess we can kind of see here. I know in others it wasn't worth all that much, but yeah. So we're gonna see what we can try to get worked out. All right, now looking at some other recruits because I do still have 55 hours available. Right, that's a scholarship offer and a hard sell. I only have 40 NIL, though, because our NIL is so damn low. Seeing if we can't squeeze in any other 3 stars, knowing most likely 2 stars are probably the way to go for us. But, yeah, I don't want to believe that that's just all we are. I think we've got potential, right? We just need to unlock some of that. Dwayne Bullock, he's from Texas. We got number 1 for the pipeline on that one. Same thing with Gore. I don't know. Might want to try to get Bullock just so we can fill in some of these spots. And I know we're going to need defensive backs. I'm going to offer the scholarship. 45. Yeah, I'm going to offer him the 10. And I know technically you don't have to do that at the start. But I kind of want to get that separation early. So some of these guys like him that I think we could really do and really use and develop, I want to get separation early between us and the other schools. So I will give them that 10 NIL, because why the hell not? It's only 10. See what it is. So now we're going to jump into the second game of the episode. Prime time against fellow former FCS team. And now we are both here in the FBS, and it is our time, folks. We're going to battle it out on this field of play. So let's go ahead and jump into it to see who's the best of the FCS to FBS teams, I guess. Who's the best of the worst, essentially. In this season, because they're 3-5, we're 5-3. Take it for what it is. First play is pass over the middle for 5 yards here in the first quarter. We do trail by 3, though. Hand that off to Marshall, and what a shifty maneuver to get past that linebacker. Picks up 4 yards on that play. Not the greatest 4 yards I've ever seen, but still a damn good one. So 3rd and 1 from the shotgun. 3 receiver, 2 running back set. Has the snap. Quick throw to Graves on the right side on the RPO, and he picks up barely enough. All right, I'll take it. I will definitely take it. First down, no matter how you get it. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 now from the shotgun. 3 wide set still. Has the snap. Play action. Clean pocket. Roper steps up. Takes off. Fights forward and brought down after a gain of 7. All the way down to the 17-yard line. It is 2nd and 3 here as we try to at least tie this ball game up. I don't trust our kicker, though, so I want a touchdown. 2nd and 3. Fires it over. We're going to hit Tramer, who's going to walk it in. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Tramer coming across the field on that one. And really, the hardest part for those patterns with him is he doesn't have the speed. So it's hard to generally get separation, but when you get so many people piled up in the middle, his defender just got bungled up behind him. And then old PT there, Preston Tramer, is able to take it to the house, and that's going to give us the lead here in this one so far. Now the Bison having something to say about that a little later in the first quarter, minute 43. Hand that one off, and he's brought down for a gain of only 4. DJ Scott picks up 4 yards. He's now got 51 on 5 carries. That's what you want to see. Your opponent's running back average 10.2 yards per carry. So 2nd and 6. Has the snap. Hands off going left guard. This time one tackler went flying in front of him and no tackle animation triggered. But hey, at least it looked funny as they pick up good yardage. All right, 1st and 10 here. Coming down to the final about 30 seconds of the first quarter from the pistol formation. 2 receivers left. As the snap, hands off to the left side, and one other defender goes diving across him. Tried to go for the tackle, but hit the conservative tackle button, basically, I guess a square on the PlayStation controller. And he just went flying, dude. Like, we hit squared, our guy went launching across him. You saw him there. Pretty sure on this replay, we'll see it on the... Oh, there he goes. Yep, went flying right past him. And they take the lead. Not what you want to see. Here at home in front of this crowd in primetime football, we face a 3rd and 3 on our ensuing drive. Roper has the snap. Blitz comes. Drops it off. He's going to hit TK, who gets brought down at the 22-yard line. Old Kipper himself makes his first catch of the day for 19 yards. Coming across the field on that one. See, our defense could learn a little something from that. Come off your guy and go make the tackle. It's not something we do a whole lot. So 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. As Roper has the snap, pressure comes, rolls out to the right. Tries to come back across the middle and takes a good couple of shots right there. As he is brought down to the turf, but he picks up 8 yards at least. So that's 2nd and 2. Staying from the shotgun, 3 wide set. Tramer's on the line to the right side. Graves in the backfield. Hands off Graves up the middle. Big hole opens up and he cuts it back to the right. Oh my goodness, if he had just followed his blockers over to the left, he probably goes walking in for the touchdown. Graves on that one misreads the block, but still good game. Got to be glass half full. Gots to be. Good gain there, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. Now from the shotgun, Marshall is back in it. About half a yard away. Handoff up the middle. Marshall is going to get stood up. Oh my God, I hate that. That's so stupid. Like, you can block these guys all day long, but man, once you get down to the goal line, you can't block the linemen or the linebackers. Marshall on 2nd and goal gets blasted from the edge. And why not? Loses, what, about a yard and a half on that one. That's going to make it 3rd and goal. So here we come set out. Heavy set formation once again. It looks like Roper's changing the play. Has the snap, play action, drops it off, and Mock is available once again. Back-to-back weeks with the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As we're going to reclaim the lead here in the 2nd quarter with the play action pass to the fullback for the touchdown. His 2nd touchdown in as many weeks. And just as wide open each week, I can safely say. Now, after allowing another touchdown there by the Bison, here comes the Lumberjacks in their blacked out uniforms as they hand that one off to Hofrichter down the left side. He's got space. He's at the 20, 10, and he's brought down, dragged down with a man around his waist, and just on the other side of the 10-yard line here. That was a great play there by Hofrichter to get moving down the field, getting past the first set of tacklers, and good blocking, really. Good blocking on the swing pass by his receivers, and really helping spring him out into the open space. So 1st and 10, trailing by 3, about 4.5 minutes to go in the 2nd. Hand that one off to Marshall, tries to cut it back off up the middle, and nowhere to go. Looks like he was trying to go off right guard, between the guard and tackle on the right side, but had to cut it right back up, and nothing was there either. So good to know that. That's going to make it 2nd and goal here from the 10-yard line still. As we look to try to reclaim the lead, or at least tie the ball game up. That's all I truly care about. 2nd and goal from the shotgun. Roper's got the snap, fires it over the middle, hits Marsh coming across, and RJ takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Lumberjacks punch that one in. Hell of a play here by this offense. And really by Marsh, to hang with that route across the field and allowing himself to get that space. Now, the throw wasn't the greatest. So, once again, Marsh for the catch. And then Marsh for turning it up to pick up those last few yards into the end zone. So, now that we've recaptured the lead, the Bison are coming right back at us, and why not? As they fire that one over the middle, hits his receiver, and he's going to be brought down at the 36-yard line in Lumberjack territory. Now, just about 1:50 remaining. Bison still have 3 timeouts, so a lot of football is left technically still here in the first half. Fires it over, and he's going to fumble. That one's going to be picked up by McKee. He got blasted. Oh, my goodness. The receiver made the catch, and then he got his head just taken clean off. And I mean, just boom. Just got decleated right there. That dude got hit harder than that kid at Six Flags Over Georgia had his head punted off. Sluger, just bam! Laying the lumber, let the dude know why Bison almost went extinct. Just boom right there, and that ball came flying out. McKee scoops it up, and that leaves us with 1:40 to build on this lead. Staying in the shotgun, 3 receiver set. Hofrichter's in the slot right. Has the snap. Drops a lot of guys back, and he tries to hit Marshall coming out of the backfield. Not a whole lot going there. Well played by this defense. Just need to be a little bit more, need to find something more in these zones. They're dropping a lot of guys back, but they're not in man coverage. They are in zone. We just got to find those gaps. Now here in man coverage, they try to guard him, and Claiborne breaks free, and he picks up good yardage down there to the other side of the 50. Into the positive side of the field at the 49. Here we come out in a shotgun, 4 wide, has the snap, fires over the middle. He's going to hit TK once again, picking up 5 yards. This offense going in the hurry-up style, trying to get this thing punched in or get some more points before the end of this first half, which is 1 minute away. Standing in as we hit Claiborne once again. We hit Claiborne, and that's going to be a good play right there as we get moving just a little bit further. First down, so it does delay the clock at least. Doesn't stop it all the way, but hey, at least it delays it. Now, we did use a timeout, so that is what will stop it. So 1st and 10, Roper. Fires over the middle. He's going to hit. Hoffrichter picks up just 2 yards. That's a disappointing 2 yards right there, but that's okay. Here we come back, staying 4 wide. Graves in the backfield still. Has the snap, drops off a screen pass, and Graves drops the pass, which is actually better. Probably would have lost about 4 yards, in all fairness there. So it's going to stay at 3rd and 8. Roper with the snap. Fires over, hits Marshall, gets brought down behind or beyond the line to gain. Good play there for the first down. That's going to be a timeout to the Lumberjacks. As we call timeout, as we continue to keep this drive alive, just really want to make sure we have enough to get more points. So here we come 5 wide. Roper in the backfield has the snap. Clean pocket, takes off up the middle, and he's hit and brought down. 30 seconds left. Going with a no huddle. This offense trying to race to the line as they get the play from the sideline here. And they're just switching stuff up. That is not what you want to do at a time like this, to say the least. Graves lollygagging his way across the field. Has the snap by Roper. 10 seconds remaining. Fires that one up, and that one is knocked out of his hands with 9 seconds to go. Well, thankfully it was, because that would have been the last timeout used right there. All right, 9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd and 3. Has the snap. Roper. Clean pocket. Fires that one up, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, man. I don't know how Tramer missed that. I really don't. I mean, at least he made the tackle, but I do not know, and I still cannot figure out how the hell it was that he missed that ball. And I guess we'll get a little better look at it. Keith Williams for the Bison come up with the interception. And, I mean, I guess he did have some position on him, and it probably shouldn't have been thrown, but I don't know. I just feel like that interception probably would not have happened in real life at any point. But that's just me. Being a little sour about throwing that. So, it is what it is. Let's check out some scores from around the nation. Oregon in the top, number 25, beats number 2, Ohio State, hands them the first loss of their season. In Columbus as well. That's a big win for the Ducks and a big, big loss for the Buckeyes as they look to be having one hell of a season. Texas is beating Missouri 24-7 at the half. Ole Miss takes out Georgia. The Aggies and the Gamecocks are tied at halftime, 7 apiece. Ole Miss beating Georgia by 3, 37-34. Texas putting a pretty good hand throttling of Missouri at 24-7 in the first half. A lot of good games going on around the league right now. This is obviously the greatest college football game to be watching this week of football. So I'm just saying, Stephen F. Austin, North Dakota State Bison, the Jacks versus the Bison. You can't really ask for anything better than that. And why not? Because it's 21-17. We've been playing a damn good game. Stat-wise, I think we're fairly even across the board for the most part. You know, they have some weaknesses, but so do we. So now it's time for the second half and to see if we can't exploit those weaknesses. 1st and 10, 14 minutes to go. Pressure comes, fires it up. He's going to hit TK, who gets away with it. 30, 20, 10. He's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Coming across the field. Pressure bearing down on Roper. Sees TK and fires that one up. And what a great job avoiding that first tackle. Breaking that thing. And then taking it to the house. The one and only hope they had was a piss-poor effort by the defense to tackle him. And, I mean, Roper stayed in there to fire that one in. So I'm glad to see him being brave enough to do it. And TK pays that one off with a big-time touchdown play. So now that we've extended our lead now to 28, here we come a little later in the game after forcing another punt. As the Bison are on defense, Roper rolls out to the right and just throws that one away as he gets clobbered at the sideline. Oh, that's brutal. That is definitely brutal. So now 2nd and 10 from the shotgun as Hofrichter goes in motion, has the snap, fires it over the middle, hits TK. That one was almost intercepted. I think that safety was coming on a blitz, and if he wasn't, my goodness, he would have snagged that one, but he was too focused on trying to get to Roper and didn't even try to get the interception as the ball goes over his head. Now on a 3rd and 4, Claiborne goes in motion, has the snap, quick throw to Claiborne out on the left side, fights forward, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the yard to gain. That's going to make it 4th and inches. So here in the 3rd quarter, we lead by 11. 4th and inches, we're going to go 5 wide because why not? Looking over the defense, has the snap, blitz comes, fires it up. That's going to be caught by Claiborne as he's brought down at about the 19-yard line. So not only does he get the first down, he gets us into the red zone. Big time play by Claiborne there to get that space and make the catch. 1st and 10 from the 19. Roper is in the shotgun, hands it off to Marshall up the middle on the delayed handoff, makes a man miss, and then gets brought down after about 9.5 of the 10 yards needed for a first down. That's going to make it 2nd and inches here in this one. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. You know, we lead by 11, but if we can keep our defense going how it has been and put up like a touchdown, I think we've got serious capability to pretty much end the game from that point. As Marshall picks up enough for the first down on that run to the outside. Not the most entertaining, not the most flashy, but it was pretty dang effective. 1st and goal. Now for the Lumberjacks here. 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We lead by 11, looking to make this thing a 3-score ball game. Staying in the shotgun, 3 wide. Roper has the snap, hands off Marshall up the middle, delayed handoff. Takes his time and gets it in. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Had to weave his way and pick his lane coming off that draw play. And Marshall does a fantastic job to be able to punch that thing into the end zone. And that is going to make this a 3-score ball game, folks. An official 3-score ball game. As you see him, he just gets his positioning and makes things happen. And that would really help us get to the win, 38-24. They never really got anything closer than that. A great game by us. Way to bounce back. Is what you're looking to have happen, and we did it. So I'm glad to see that. And it sets up a good pattern for us. Just because we're knocked down doesn't mean we can't bounce back up. Right? So that's all I'm going to say. 6-3 on the season. A couple more episodes for this season number 1. And guess what? We are now officially bowl eligible. So good to see that happen, guys. A lot more football left in this season to go. I want y'all to definitely join us for it. So hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Hit that bell icon to be notified of all the uploads we do here at Champ and Sons, especially our college football. And then give us a thumbs up if you like today's video. You're excited the season is one day closer to starting, or you're just having a good day, as it does help out the channel. And we truly appreciate everything y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons. So thank y'all for watching, and guys, I will see y'all in the next episode. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.